Cage Minds. We got Manny, the Dragon, Muro with us. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on today.
Heard that you're preparing for Bellator 184. Back out in your neck of the woods, out in Oklahoma. Going to be taking on a tough opponent, Manuel Rivera. So, first off, Bellator. Let's just talk about getting an opportunity with a promotion like them.
I'm pretty excited. You know, I've been training for roughly about 7 years now. So I've fought in a lot of local promotions in Oklahoma, and fought once for CBS on TV, once for Legacy, and you know, I've always my goal was to fight at the highest level. So Bellator, you know, I'm excited. I'm working very, very hard.
And we caught up with you here at the JacksonWink Academy in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You're an Oklahoma native.
Yes, sir.
So tell us how this little connection, how'd you get out here to do some training?
Well, I've always heard about them having dorms and everything, and I love my home gym back home, you know, R1. They've built me up to the fighter that I am, and I just kind of wanted just to experience a few different looks. You know, these guys, they have world-class coaches here at Jackson, world-class teammates. And so, you know, I always want to challenge myself and get out of my comfort zone. So, you know, that's how I ended up here. This was actually my 4th trip here. So, you know, every fight camp, anytime I have a fight, I'm coming here to JacksonWink to get prepared.
And then how many weeks do you spend out here? What's your little plan out here?
I usually do 2 to 3 weeks. You know, the higher level of the promotion, you know, the more time I'll spend out here because, you know, the preparation and everything. And my family's starting to understand the process and the sacrifices. So, you know, they're on board with me. And so, you know, when you come out here and just focus on your preparation, you know, it makes things go a lot smoother.
And how has that settled with the home gym with R1, and how is it mixed with what you're learning between the 2 gyms for your style?
I think it's good because back home, our head coach, Matt Grice, he was in the UFC. He's just he brings a real grittiness, toughness, and he's super savvy in wrestling, cage work, you know. So you mix that in with the striking that I'm learning here, the jiu-jitsu and stuff, and it just makes me to become a high-level martial artist. And that's ultimately my goal, you know. Being a fighter is fun, but being a martial artist is the journey that I'm chasing right now. Just challenging myself every day.
Is that the journey, being more of a martial artist than being a fighter? A fighter's just kind of what you do, a martial artist is who you are, is that?
Yeah, because I try to embody the old school honor, respect, you know, hard work, things like that. And being a fighter is just challenge myself. You know, what things can I work on to get better, you know, to have more of a humble attitude, to push myself in different areas. You know, it goes hand in hand, but the fighting aspect is just a competition. You know, it's just me just challenging myself, and I love it. It's been a fun journey.
How much of that warrior is in you from your heritage and in you from your upbringing?
Man, to tell you the truth, I think a lot of it is. You know, Native Americans, I'm from the Kiowa tribe of Oklahoma, and we're proud people. You know, all the Native tribes are. And when you think of the word warrior, what is the first person you think about? Native Americans. And so I think that being hundreds and hundreds of generations in my bloodline, it just, you know, it's just, I think that's where the competition, you know what I mean? I want to test myself. I want to represent my people in a good way. You know, I've always told myself that I was going to be that Native American that made it to the highest level. You know, I know there's natives that have been in the UFC and stuff, but I really wanted to represent my culture and our people, you know, put them on a platform, you know. And so, you know, this Bellator is one step at the right time, and just keep chasing the journey, keep going higher and higher.
How important is you being the role model for your people?
That's everything. That's for me. That's everything. Because if I don't live my life with integrity and respect and do these things for my people, then what is there? You know what I mean? Like, why? I don't want to do this for any self-glory. That's not why I'm doing this. You know what I mean? That's why I've always tried to stay humble, because I'd rather just perform, you know, represent people in the right way, than just stay in the corner. You know what I mean? Like just keep my head down and keep working hard.
Now talking about inside the cage, you've won 4 of your last 5. Where do you feel you're at?
I feel like I'm very close. I feel, you know, there's a lot of things that I'm still trying to work on, still need to work in different areas, but my confidence, my mentality, I'm starting to understand, especially this trip right here, that I am a world-class martial artist. I really am, you know. I see it going with high-level people day in and day out here. You know what I mean? I'm not just getting the business given to me, I'm giving it back, so that's what it's encouraging, you know. You have the teammates, you know, that are giving you positive feedback, you know, the coaches, positive feedback, so that can only encourage me. You know?
A young, hungry opponent who just tasted his first defeat. He's going to come out at you, Manuel Rivera. What do you expect out of this fight, out of your opponent?
Oh, man. I've thought a lot about this. He's a very skilled opponent. Got a lot of respect for him. Got a lot of respect, so I have to say that first. But then again, the people he's fought, I know it's cliche, they're not on my level. You know what I mean? They're not, I mean, I'm a super well-rounded martial artist. You want to go to the ground and go to jits, let's do it. You want to wrestle, let's do it. You want to sit there and bang and let's get fancy with our strikes, let's do it, man. He's just, I'm going to overwhelm him.
What is the strongest aspect you feel of your martial arts game right now?
My cage work. Cage work and wrestling. That goes shout out to my head coach, Matt Grice, back home. I'm talking about, the thing about our gym in R1 is our cage work is on another level. If I put you up against the cage right there, you know what I mean? Like, I'm taking you down. I'm going to beat the SHIT out of you. You know, that's my game, you know what I mean? I like to bang from time to time, but, you know, if I get you against the cage, man, it's a wrap. That's my world right there.
What's the goal following this win?
Just to keep growing, keep getting better, keep representing my people the right way, and just chase my dreams. Higher and higher, reach that highest level.
I know there's been some messages probably given to you. What's the best advice you've been given that you've kept with you in this martial arts journey?
My head coach, Shaw Artichoker, my jiu-jitsu coach, he told me when I first started, we've been working together my whole career, and he told me, he said, now Manny, he's Kiowa tribe as well. He said, remember this, Manny, the first one through the fire always gets the bloodiest. And meaning that I'm laying the road work for the rest of these young Native Americans coming up, the young people in my area, and so I'm gonna have to go through and get the wars out of the way, get the bumps out of the way, and lay the road work for them, you know. So I've always had that, and if you understand that's gonna be a hard journey, everything else falls into place.
Thank you for the time, sir.
You bet.